So this is actually a amino acid chain. So what dogs really need in their body is these amino acids. There are essential amino acids that are needed for dogs every single day, and you cannot miss out on any of the amino acids if you want your dog to be healthy. So actually, there have been a study done. There are many. I have seen there are many dog parents who are feeding kibble which are grain free. So I would like you to tell that. I would like to tell you that don't feed these grain free diets to your dog, because these are very high in pea protein and lentil protein, which will lead to cardiomyopathy in your dog, because the dog will not be able to absorb these proteins entirely, and they will not be able to absorb the amino acids properly in the diet. The amino acids are something that will be broken down from the protein that you feed your dog, and from these broken down amino acids, all the essential amino acids will actually form a chain, and then new proteins will be formed. So it's not that you are feeding protein and the new protein are formed automatically. The amino acids will first get absorbed, they will form a chain, and then new proteins will be formed. So for example, if your dog has liver issues, so what will happen is the amino acids will get formed, new protein will form from that, and then the liver will get regenerated. So liver has great regenerative properties, but it will need all the amino acids, all the essential amino acids in the diet. So three are actually mentioned here in the diagram. One of them is cysteine. So if your dog, for example, has a kidney issue, you will see that the medicine that your vet will prescribe will have cysteine on it. So amino acids are the most essential part. If you want your dog's organs to stay healthy, it is very important that you feed the right kinds of amino acids. Now, there is one problem with vegetarian diet is that if you feed one kind of protein source over and over every day, and if that protein source is missing in any one or two of the amino acids, then the chain will not be formed, then the new proteins will not be formed, and it will not be the same as, I mean, it will not help in regeneration or wear and tear, repair of the muscles and tissues in your dog's body, or even the repair of the organs. So what best you can do is feed different kinds of protein sources. Like you can feed eggs, you can feed paneer one day, then the other day you can feed quinoa, then other day you can feed lentils, millets, oats. All these things, all these ingredients have different kinds of amino acids in them. So you don't miss out on any single one. So keep rotating between these important protein sources. Some people also ask me if they can feed those soya chunks and all. In moderation, you can feed it. But let me tell you that soya has some couple of anti-nutrients which are not good for your dog's health. And second, they can be gut inflammatory. So they can inflame your dog's gut. So that will actually turn out to be not healthy for them. So yeah, but you can feed in moderation. And there are many kibble diets also, the kibble packets also that you will see have soya protein isolates into them. Um, that will eventually affect your dog's gut, but in moderation, you can feed it. But I would say you can, for protein sources, you can actually only focus on eggs, paneer, chickpeas, lentils, quinoa, and oats, and keep rotating these so that all the amino acid bases are covered. Now, if you're feeding your dog only home cooked food and no kibble, then I would suggest you to also feed an amino acid supplement. It is easily available with vets and all. It is also available on Amazon. You can just feed a multimineral, multivitamin, and an amino acid, multi-amino acid supplement, so that is also covered in case you're not able to feed a variety of these protein sources.